welcome to Flory Models Daily Vlog. Here we are, Friday, end of another week on the 19th of June 2015. And from my point of view, it's ended actually on a real high. Cracking on with the actual FX Typhoon. And as you can see, we are really got the light at the end of the tunnel now. We're coming together. To be honest, I dismantled it a moment ago for doing a little bit for the actual video build of this one, but I did have it assembled and then deassembled it, so we'll pop it back together. But everything is working really, really well. Everything's coming together on this one. We had no massive fit issues with the tail section going on, apart from down in here. We had to do a styrene filler job, which just needs some polishing up down there, but generally it's all okay. I have to say, no problems. The gun barrels went on a dream once you cut the things down, because obviously they just don't fit inside. So we've taken care of that and everything else. But hopefully you can beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel and trying to see what we're planning on doing with this particular one. As you can see, we've got the framework down there, the other panels on the other side, and it would be a real shame if you had this thing done up. It would be a complete waste of a kit, if I'm honest. It's nice to be able to open this thing up so you can actually see all that detailed work you've done in there and all the areas. But hopefully you agree, you can't see much of the panel, but now it's open, you will be able to get down there, have a look in there, see exactly what we got going on. By the time we get some harnesses in there and things like that, it should be really, really nice. But we've done a little bit more cosmetic work down here. We cut this panel out because technically this is the other part of it. It normally would sit something in here just like this. We cut it off, otherwise it would have been the same as the other side, just to show it all off and show it through and all those areas. But really am very happy with it. I can't complain about the kit at all. It just sort of went together. I thought the back end was going to be a pain, but it went in there no problem at all. Say there's a gap, but we knew that gap was going to come up, so it's there. So from my point of view, really we are pretty much there and ready for the sort of paint phase and everything else. What I'm going to do is probably cling film a lot of the front off, a lot of masking job underneath here and everything else. The wings, things like that, we just put the panels in there for the moment, and when it's all ripped open we can go again. So from the point of view of me over the weekend, rescribing, re-riveting work, just a little bit here and there, not too much to be honest, and then just polish it up, get some primer on it, it's all ready for paint next week. But I have to say, really, really enjoying it now. There's a little bit, in me when I was thinking, God, this is a bit of a nightmare, but now it's coming together exceptionally well. So what's that mean? Well, it means on Monday I'm probably going to try and get this into some primer state, then it can go to one side, and then all next week we're going to pile on really heavily with the actual the newer version, shall we say, the Eurofighter, the Typhoon. I'm going to crack on with that one. I'm going to push through and get that one done, and then obviously I'm away the week after next, just for the week, and then when I come back we can then sort them out, getting them through the paint stage, further weathering, all those great things, and push on with the builds. But considering this is such a large build, okay, I've spent really the best part of 2 weeks getting it to this stage, but it's been really, really worth it, and I'm very happy we opened it up, and it's all going together like a dream. So hopefully now we're over the worst of it, and it should be quite straightforward. There's a couple of things that really annoyed me, the way that the actual wheels hubs here, and you've got the actual undercarriage. I don't know if you'll see it on this, but it just doesn't look right. It looks like a mismold. They're both like it, and they don't fit in, so you have to sand them and fit them in. That's pretty horrible. I don't like the way that the gear joins the main struts underneath. That looks like an accident waiting to happen. In fact, I know it's an accident waiting to happen, right, Steve? And I know actually 2 people who've sheared the gear off because of it. It's a simple pin and system. I don't think there's an easier way to fix it either. Even if you went with a aftermarket gear, it's still going to be the weak point. It's going to be the bit in the wing and everything else. But generally, I think we're okay. As I said, over the worst of it now, and we can really push on. So don't forget, obviously this weekend really need to push on, and we need to get some of these fantastic work from you from the actual group builds to an end. Okay, so we've got the stirring up group build dust just about to finish now. So let's have a look. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got a Tamiya. This is a T55 done by Andrew Wainwright. Absolute fantastic. Lovely weathering on that, as I say, and the staining work, chipping, various bits and pieces. It's got that nice heavy duty sort of set onto it, and actually looks very, very nice. Nice photos, nice clean photos and everything else like that, but a beautiful level of detail. So congratulations to him. Be lovely to see that in the end reveal video. Don't forget, everybody who completes will be in the end reveal video as well. Okay, so who else have we got down here? We've got the Italeri 1/48 scale Chinook. Okay, again, a kit I've done before. It's not an easy kit to work with and everything else. So Malcolm's done this one, and he's actually done, this is Bravo, isn't it? from Operation Talic 1. This is Bravo November, very famous helicopter. If you guys have seen the program, even there's an entire program dedicated to this one. Have a look on YouTube, you can find it on there. As I say, it's not an easy kit. He's upgraded it, put all the bits and pieces into it as well, and turned out a little stunner. So well done to him, well done Malcolm. And okay, who else have we got? We got a Tamiya 135th Challenger. Okay, it's done by Carl. Carl's done a nice job on his. Again, beautiful seeing these sort of, you know, desert coloured tanks like this with the weathering, bleaching them down and all those nice effects, and good paint job on that one. Nice smooth finish and everything else like that. So it's nice to see a Chally in amongst all of these. So congratulations to him. Beautiful entry. What else we got? A 1/48 scale MiG-21, something a little bit different. Okay, this is from Michael, and as you can see, very nice camo job on this one. Right the way through, nice weathered look, heavy look, chip look, and all the rest of it to it. Very nice indeed. Lovely seeing it in the tri-camo, really brings the MiG-21 to life, so congratulations to him. Okay, a couple more, just at random. What have we got down here? Okay, Colin here has done a this is the Trumpeter SA2 guideline missile, something a little bit different, as you say. 1/35th scale on a little diorama base as well. The flaming telephone pole, there it is. So as you say, it doesn't have to be aircraft, doesn't have to be armor. There's lots of different things you can do for these group builds, and it's great to see a nice variety of a little bit of everything on there. So that's absolutely beautiful work as well. Fantastic. So don't forget, you've got until Saturday night technically to get them done. It's going to be locked over Sunday night our time, very probably early hours Monday morning here in the UK, and then once it's locked, that's it. We're not opening it again and all the rest of it, so plenty of time to get your entries in. To be honest, the medals and the bits and pieces, don't forget, everybody who completes will get a medal and everything else like that. Because I'm away with the Snap charity next Friday onwards, just for the week, we'll probably sort all of those out when we come back. I'll do the usual, everybody will get an email who qualifies to be put through, and we'll get a medal sent out to you with a little something. It's going to be the sticker set from Flory Models this time, the big sticker ones, the ones up here. Okay, so you're going to get all of those as well. So great job to everybody who took part. So that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this week's little bits and pieces going up there and everything else like that. Thanks for all the feedback on the reviews yesterday. You seem to like those, and no, I'm not building the car. That's just too big a scale for me personally. You know, like 1/24, 1/12, oof, that's some big stuff. That's like RC, so I'm not going to be tackling that one any day soon, but it did look a fantastic job, and a couple of you sent pictures of your completed ones, and it did look absolutely fantastic. So yeah, congratulations to them. And as I say, I will be doing something with the harnesses. I've got to do it for this little lady down here, to be honest, using the fabric one, so I'm going to talk about that. Some great tips on that, by the way, guys, using coffee and tea to stain the back of it, and to generally stain the harness as well to make it look old. Fantastic little tips on there, and I'll be using those when we get around to doing it, probably when I get back off of holiday. But there we go, that's it for this week. Join us next week for loads more, and as I say, we're going to be cracking on then, and hopefully try and get most of it done in 4 days before we go away on the Revel 132nd Typhoon. So absolutely fantastic news with that one. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you all next week.